Hey friend, welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time here. I'm really truly glad you stopped by today. Grab your favorite mug, find a cozy spot, and let's just breathe together for a second. Lately it feels like life's been asking for a lot. Big answers, big energy, big plans. The pressure to keep up, keep achieving, keep moving, it's everywhere. And honestly, it's exhausting. I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like I'm racing through my days without really being in them. There's always a notification buzzing, a task unfinished, a quiet pressure under the surface, even when things seem fine. And when I notice that feeling building up, when I start losing touch with the present, I know it's time to pause, to come back to something that grounds me. For me, that often starts with gratitude, but not the big, polished kind, not the look at how perfect my life is kind. I'm talking about the quiet joys, the everyday gratitude, the simple stuff, the kind of things that whisper instead of shout, the little things that help me feel like myself again. So, today, I thought I'd share 5 little things I'm grateful for this week. Just some honest, ordinary moments that helped me breathe a little deeper. Maybe they'll remind you of something small and sweet in your own week too. I used to think gratitude had to be profound, like something life-changing, something big, like getting a promotion or hitting a goal or finally figuring something out. And yeah, those moments are beautiful. But what's really helped me heal, what's brought me the most peace, are the small things, the things I barely noticed at first. A deep breath, a kind word, a moment of stillness that reminded me I was okay. We live in a world that pushes us to go faster, do more, be more. But slowing down, choosing to notice the good already here, that feels like a quiet act of rebellion. So here are 5 things that helped me come back to myself this week. Maybe they'll do the same for you. Let's start with something incredibly simple, something many of us do every single day without a second thought. Most mornings, my coffee ritual is just that, a ritual performed on autopilot. I brew it, then immediately launch myself into the whirlwind of emails, chores, and the endless scroll of headlines. It's go, go, go from the moment my feet hit the floor. But this past week, one particular morning broke that pattern. I found myself just sitting, both hands cupped around my favorite mug, feeling the comforting warmth seep into my palms. I watched the steam spiral upwards, a tiny, ephemeral dance, letting it warm not just my hands, but something deep inside me. There was no phone, no frantic multitasking, just me, that mug, and the quiet unfolding of a new day. And in that stillness, something profound shifted. I felt profoundly grounded. It was as if I'd given myself permission, a silent yet powerful permission to begin gently rather than urgently. It was a beautiful reminder that we don't need elaborate rituals or grand gestures to practice mindful living. Sometimes the moment itself is already enough. We just have to pause, to breathe, and to truly notice it. This simple act set the tone for my entire day, proving that everyday joy can be found in the most unexpected places. And then there was this unexpected moment of kindness that gently found its way to me, just when I didn't even know I needed it. It came as a simple message, but it meant so much more. Now, this next one truly hit me right when I needed it most. We all have those days, don't we? Days when the weight of the world feels a little heavier, when the endless to-do list seems insurmountable, and a sense of isolation can creep in. I was having one of those days when, completely out of the blue, my friend's name popped up on my phone. A text message. It simply read, "Thinking of you today." That was it. No hidden agenda, no follow-up question, no expectation of a reply, just pure, unadulterated kindness. And wow, did it land! It landed in a way I hadn't realized I was craving. It's so easy to forget in the hustle and bustle how profoundly good it feels to be remembered, to be truly seen, even in the middle of our ordinary, sometimes messy lives. That simple text didn't magically solve anything on my list, but it did something far more powerful. It softened something inside me. It chipped away at that feeling of being alone and reminded me that even when we feel adrift, we are part of a larger tapestry of connection. It was a profound gratitude moment, a testament to the power of human connection and how it contributes to our emotional wellness. My third moment came during one of my daily walks. I was moving fast, headphones in, my mind racing a mile a minute, caught in the usual mental loop of worries and plans. Then a sudden, powerful gust of wind swept through the trees overhead. It was loud, it was beautiful, it was undeniably alive. And I just stopped. I instinctively paused my music, pulled out my headphones, and looked up. The rustling leaves, the rhythmic sway of the branches, it was a natural symphony that pulled me right out of my head and slammed me gently into the present moment. It was an unexpected, visceral reminder that I am a tiny yet vital part of something vast and magnificent, that the world continues its grand, beautiful dance even when I feel stuck, even when my own life feels stagnant. That pause, that simple act of listening to nature's chorus, grounded me more deeply than anything on my schedule that day. It was a powerful lesson in finding inner peace through simply observing the world around us, a true gratitude moment for the beauty of nature. Okay, this next one might sound a little silly, but bear with me. I have this hoodie. It's old, really old, faded, one sleeve is perpetually stretched out, and it's seen better days. But when I pull it on, I feel safe. It's hard to explain. Maybe it's the familiar scent, a mix of laundry detergent and years of wear. Maybe it's all the memories, the quiet evenings, the lazy weekends, the comfort it's offered, all stitched into its worn fabric. But every time I put it on this past week, I could feel my shoulders physically drop. It was as if my body just knew instinctively that it could finally relax, that it was held. This old hoodie taught me a valuable lesson about self-care. It doesn't always have to be about fancy spas or expensive retreats. Sometimes true self-care is just that one beloved, worn-out piece of clothing that makes you feel utterly held, completely at home. It's a testament to the power of the familiar, a subtle but undeniable source of everyday joy and comfort that often goes unnoticed. And now for the fifth and final moment of my week, and I'll admit this one was probably the hardest. One night after dinner, the house was quiet, genuinely quiet. There was no music playing, no TV droning in the background. My husband was reading nearby. The dogs were curled up, soft snores filling the air. And instead of reaching for my phone, instead of flicking on a podcast or finding something to do, I just sat. At first, it was incredibly uncomfortable. My brain, wired for constant stimulation, immediately jumped in. Shouldn't you be doing something? Aren't you forgetting something? The urge to fill the void, to distract myself, was powerful, but I resisted. I stayed in the silence. I let it simply wash over me, and I gave it permission to just be. And slowly, something incredible happened. I began to feel the subtle weight I'd been carrying all week, a tension in my body I hadn't even realized was there. I heard the soft rhythm of my own breath. The silence wasn't empty at all. It was full. full of clarity, full of a profound sense of peace, full of a quiet truth that had been waiting patiently to be heard. It was in that sustained stillness that I remembered, yet again, that I don't always have to fill every single space. I don't always have to be productive or entertained or on. I can simply be. And that, in itself, is more than enough. This was the ultimate healing podcast moment, a powerful reminder of the importance of self-reflection and allowing space for whatever arises. So yeah, none of these things were huge. They didn't make headlines, but they made my week. These small moments, a warm mug, a kind word, a breeze, an old hoodie, a quiet breath, they helped me come home to myself. They reminded me that I don't need to do more to feel whole. Sometimes I just need to notice more. That's the magic of gratitude. It turns the ordinary into something sacred. It keeps me rooted when everything feels overwhelming. What about you? What little thing helped you breathe this week? What brought you comfort, even for a second? Maybe it was sunlight on the kitchen floor, or a stranger holding the door, or your favorite song coming on at just the right time. Whatever it was, I hope you let it matter. Let it be enough. And if you want to share, I'd love that. Drop a comment, send a message, or just say it softly to yourself. Naming it is part of the grounding. Thanks for being here with me today. Really, it means so much. If this gave you a little peace or just a reminder to slow down, I'm so glad. Feel free to subscribe, share it with a friend, or just come back next week. This little corner of calm will be here waiting for you. Until then, take care of your heart, be kind to your mind, and remember, you don't have to do it all. Just being here, that's more than enough. See you soon.